Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to NIPS Home School. Hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty. I am also fine. Here I am Kamrun, assistant teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 5, today I am going to take your Bangladesh and Global Studies class. Now today's topic is broad question answer and competency based question answer from chapter 12. And do you know do you remember the name of this chapter? Yes, Bangladesh and the world. So let's start our class. There are 3 broad questions with answer and 5 competency based questions with answer. Let's start. Number 1, why was the United Nations formed? And the answer is, there are 195 countries in the world. Our world needs brotherhood and cooperation in each country to develop its economy and live at peace with its neighbors. Different countries are dependent on each other's support. In World War II, millions of people of different states lost their lives. The destruction of war made the people of the world realize that there is no alternative to peace for protecting human civilization. On this perception, the United Nations was formed on 24 October 1945 to establish peace and cooperation in the world. It is an international organization and currently the number of its member states is 193. So this is the answer of number 1. You can follow this answer or you can make this answer. You can take a screenshot. It will be helpful for you. Dear students, you can take the screenshot of this answer. Now we will go to our next question, question number 2. Describe some of the work of UNICEF. Describe some of the work of UNICEF, and we know that UNICEF works for the children, and it stands for United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. Okay, let's start. The answer is, UNICEF stands for United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. UNICEF provides many educational and health programs for children. It works for primary education of children, supply of pure drinking water, sanitary latrines, vaccination, nutrition of mother and children, etc. Now we will go to our next question, question number 3. Describe the 2 small countries to the north of Bangladesh in SAARC. And the answer is, 2 small countries to the north of Bangladesh in SAARC are Nepal and Bhutan. These 2 countries are described below. First one we will Nepal. We will describe Nepal at first. The capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. Here the head office of SAARC is located. Most of the people of Nepal are of Hindu religion. The country is situated in the Himalayas. It is a landlocked country of South Asia. Almost 66% people are educated and most of the people earn their livelihood by agriculture. Now we will go, now we will read about Bhutan. It is another country in SAARC. The capital of Bhutan is Thimphu. It is also a landlocked country. The country is run by the principle of monarchy, which means the ruler of the country is a king. Most of the people are Buddhist and they depend on agriculture for their livelihood. Dear students, you can take the screenshot of these 3 questions answer. Take a screenshot and then you will copy it and you will learn it. Now we will go to competency based questions with answer from this chapter. Number 1, write the differences between the United Nations and SAARC. We all know that United Nations and SAARC both are international organizations. Let's read. The differences between the United Nations and the SAARC are given below. Here in the first row, this is about the United Nations and then the SAARC. The first difference, the United Nations is an organization for international cooperation and SAARC is an association for regional cooperation. Now, next difference, it was formed on 24 October 1945 and SAARC was formed on 8 December 1985. The next difference, now the number of member states is 193 and number C, now look in column SAARC, 8 countries of South Asia are members of SAARC. Now the fourth difference, its objective is to maintain international peace and security, and its objective is to accelerate the economic, social and cultural development of the member countries. And the last difference, it settles disputes among different countries. It makes sure that the member countries do not interfere in each other's internal affairs. So these are the differences between in the United Nations and SAR. Now we will go to next answer. How is Bangladesh benefited as a member of the United Nations? How is Bangladesh benefited as a member of the United Nations? And you all know that there are different 6 administrative branches and 6 development organizations who works for the United Nations. Let's read. The United Nations was formed in 1945 in order to restore peace in the world. Any independent nation can be a member of the UN, that means United Nations. Bangladesh got the membership of the UN on 17 September 1974. Being a member of the United Nations, Bangladesh is benefited in the following ways. So now we will know how Bangladesh is benefited. A. The UN will protect Bangladesh in each case of threats or attacks of any other country. Option B, number B. In 2012, the International Court of Justice gave a judgment regarding the maritime dispute of Bangladesh with Myanmar. Maritime means related to sea. As a result, Bangladesh regained its possession on a big portion of the Bay of Bengal. Now C. Bangladesh benefits from healthcare and vaccination programs for children held by the UN. Now D. The World Bank provides funds for development programs in Bangladesh such as building roads and bridges. Now E. UNESCO aids Bangladesh in the conservation of the historical and natural heritage of Bangladesh. So these are the benefits we get from United Nations. There are other benefits also and you can add them. Now we will go to our next question, question number 3. On the initiative of an international organization, Bangladesh has recently sent a police force to some countries of Africa. Describe the reasons and objectives of establishing that organization. And the answer is, Bangladesh government has sent police force to those countries on the initiative of the organization called the United Nations. Brotherhood and cooperation among countries of the world is very essential. Different states of the world are dependent on each other's support in various ways. This is how alliance, friendship and supportive relations have been developed among the countries. Realizing the necessity of brotherhood and cooperation, the United Nations was built in 1945 after the losses of World War II. The United Nations is working to achieve some great objectives, and these objectives are, now we will know about the objectives: to maintain international peace and security, to achieve international cooperation in solving problems of an economic, social, cultural and human nature. Now next option, to be a center for harmonizing the actions of nations. Now next option, to protect the freedom and fundamental rights of different countries of all religions, caste and nationality. So this is our next this is the answer of question number 3, and you can take the screenshot, it will be helpful for you. Okay, you can take the screenshot. Now our next question, question number 4. An organization of the UN has helped to preserve many monuments and heritages of Bangladesh. What is the organization called? Write 5 sentences on it. Now look, the answer is, this organization is called UNESCO. 5 sentences about it are given below. Number 1, it is an educational, scientific and cultural organization. Number 2, its head office is in Paris, France. Number 3, it introduced 21st February, that means our Martyrs Day, as the International Mother Language Day. Now 4, it aids the excavation of Paharpur and the conservation of the Sundarbans. Now number 5, education for all and development and spreading of science and culture are the principal tasks of UNESCO. So these are the tasks of UNESCO. There are 5 sentences regarding this. Now we will go to our last question, question number 5. What does the Economic and Social Council of the UN do to develop the member countries? And the answer is the United Nations was formed to maintain international peace and security. Any sovereign country of the world can become a member of the UN or United Nations. Now the number of member states of the member states to the UN is 193. To fulfill the objectives of the UN, it does various kinds of work. 6 administrative branches are engaged in the development works of the UN. The Economic and Social Council is one of them. The main work of this council is to improve the standard of living of different countries. For this purpose, this council aids many activities for economic and social development, reducing unemployment, eradicating poverty and illiteracy, protecting human rights and children's rights, empowerment of women are some activities of economic and social development. So, dear students, this is the answer of number 5. So, you can also take the screenshot of this answer and all of you will learn those question answers. So, today we have done 3 broad question answer and 5 competency based question answer from chapter 12, and all of you will go through this chapter for fill in the blanks, matching, short question answer and broad question answer also. And dear students, all of you will go through all the lessons for your half yearly exam and take preparation. So, dear students, that is all for today. Hope you have